What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So E3 is about a week away from us and we already have a pretty good idea of the games that we'll be seeing there, of course. So what I wanted to do with this video is pretty much give you a top 5 of the games that I can't wait to see more of at E3 2016. These are 5 games of which I just simply want to see, whether it's like new gameplay or a new trailer, just something that can once again confirm or maybe deny if my expectations are justified, if you get what I mean, right? So quick honorable mentions. I put No Man's Sky on there on the honorable mentions list because wasn't really sure if I should put it in or not. In the end I didn't decide to do so. It's a game that I just really want to see more gameplay of, to see, you know, if it's going to be more than just an exploration game. You know, I hope that the gameplay is going to be fun as well, so that's what I want to see from No Man's Sky. And also Mafia 3 was on my honorable mentions, just didn't make it in because it's gonna be my first Mafia game. I don't quite know what to expect yet. I know it's gonna have a really cool story. I'm still looking to maybe get Mafia 2 on PC and try play that, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, but it just, you know, didn't make it to the top 5, I guess. Now, let's get into the top 5, okay? At number 5, I put For Honor. It's a Ubisoft game that we saw revealed, I think, last year at E3, this multiplayer sword fighting game, and the reason I put it at number 5 is because it can really go either way, you know? It's, so far it was looking pretty fun, but at the same time also very simplistic, on pretty small maps with, you know, not that many moves to do or something. You could just, I think there were like 3 factions in it, but it doesn't really change much gameplay wise, I'm pretty sure. And you know, I hope there's a bit more depth to it that hopefully we will see this year at E3, of course, for the game. So number 5 for me is For Honor. Then we get to the number 4, and this is Mass Effect Andromeda. What can I say? I've never really been like a giant Mass Effect fan or something, but I really enjoyed the series back on PlayStation 3. I got into it myself with Mass Effect 2, a game that I absolutely loved actually, because it was just super fun to play. This epic story, especially like the climax towards the end, I thought was fantastic. I got the platinum in that game with pleasure, you know, beat it on the highest difficulty and everything like that. And when Mass Effect 3 came out, like a year later on PS3, because it came, like Mass Effect 2 came out later on PS3 already, so by the time that 3 came out, it was just a year that had passed by, and that's why I was kind of burnt out already, I guess, and of course the ending didn't really help a lot, so yeah, I just couldn't really get too excited for Mass Effect 3, but nonetheless, I'm excited for Andromeda, seeing what certain direction they're gonna take the series with the new main character and the new settings and everything, so consider me very, very excited to see more of Mass Effect Andromeda at the EA press conference. Now, then we get to the number 3, a PlayStation 4 exclusive that, yeah, I'm sure is going to be really, really fun, and that's Horizon Zero Dawn. We saw it revealed last year as well. You know, it's Guerrilla's new game, creators of Killzone. They're a Dutch studio, so another reason why I really like them, obviously. And Horizon so far looks absolutely sick. What I especially want from it is to hopefully have a little more than just one setting that we saw, you know, this like snowy kind of jungle, or yeah, snowy nature forest kind of thing, if that makes sense. I'm hoping it's gonna have more than just that, and you know, but in general though, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a really cool game. Like what we've seen so far, everything looks spectacular, and I simply want to see more just to get me even more excited. That's pretty much the only reason. So now we get to the number 2, and this is going to be another PlayStation exclusive, and the reason why it's at number 2, actually the reason why it's higher than Horizon Zero Dawn, is because I feel it's a little more my type of game, maybe, I guess, and at the same time it has kind of like a special meaning to me, because it's like one of the first games I ever saw at E3, because I started watching E3 in 2009, that's when the game got announced, and then we didn't hear from it for like 6 years until it finally was reintroduced last year. Of course, I'm talking about The Last Guardian. Yeah, what can I say about it? What we saw last year wasn't like super impressive maybe, but it just looks to be this very fun and emotional story between that little boy and the giant bird, dog, whatever creature it is, and in general, yeah, it looks like a third person, you know, what's it gonna be, like a linear maybe puzzle game in a way, like where you're really making use of the environments all the time, and I'm sure that it's gonna be very fun. I'm sure that I'm gonna love that game, and I also, you know, just like with Horizon Zero Dawn, I already know it's gonna be great. I just want to see more to get me even more excited. Then finally we get to the number 1, and then I didn't at first think I would put this at number 1, but in the end I was just just kind of going through the games, and I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to see gameplay for this game, you know, the most out of everything, and that's Battlefield 1. I'm a giant Battlefield fan. You know, Battlefield Bad Company 2, 1943, Battlefield 3 and 4, those were the 4 ones that I have played so far. That's when I really got into it with 1943, I think, which was about like 7 to 8 years ago, I would say. But, you know, in general, what I love so much about Battlefield 1 is it's gonna take its gameplay back to World War 1. Finally, we're going back in time with a first-person shooter. It's a series I truly enjoy a lot, and just to see it do something new, it already gets me super excited to see what the gameplay is actually gonna be like. Are we really gonna be able to play on, you know, with horses, with swords in our hands or something? That would be very, very cool in my opinion, but if it's actually gonna do that in the multiplayer, that would be, you know, interesting to see. And maybe, you know, my other question is kind of, is the campaign going to be good? I'm not sure if they're going to show that off at all, but like the Battlefield campaigns have never been the best. I'm hoping that this one, with such an interesting setting, can deliver us once again, or just, you know, for once at least, a great campaign from DICE. So yeah, I'm sure what they're going to do is they're going to show it off with these like 64 player battles as they usually do, live on stage with the World War 1 setting. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see exactly how that game will look in-game compared to what we saw in the trailer. So with that being said, this was my top 5 of the games that I can't wait to see more of at E3. Whether it's gameplay or trailers or something, I'm mostly hoping for gameplay, obviously. But yeah, this is my top 5. So of course, I want to know from you all in the comments, which games are you looking forward to see more of at E3? Games that have already been confirmed. I'm still going to make a video where I will also be talking about games that I would really like to see actually being announced that we don't know anything of yet right now. So with that being said, that was the list for today. Thanks everybody for watching, and hope to see you again next time.